Hi, and welcome to another episode of If I Speak. If you're new around here, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Spotify as well, and also Twitter. We're quite active on there. And if you haven't already, go check out our previous episodes. We've had some good discussions on there. And just before we get started, just massive big up to all the key workers out there doing a great job for this country and stuff. Keep up the hard work. And yeah, we're joined by the usual lot. We've got a full house this week as well. So big up the boys as well, like usual. So we're going to start off with the big game, big Premier League game that happened, 12:30 on Saturday, Leicester, Liverpool. Abhinav, take it away, man. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, amazing game. Loved it. Best game ever. Do I have? Yeah, that wasn't a good game.
Yes, you have to. Yes, you have to.
Okay, I'll talk about the first half. The first half, the Leicester created a lot of chances. They had more bigger chances than us. So same thing as usual. We have more of the ball, but Leicester looked a bit more of a threat. And then I think second half, like it's the usual thing. Klopp like digs into the players. He says something at half time, and then like we start getting better. We start building up better, and then we got a goal. So I thought like we had the control of it once we got that goal, and like apparently we didn't. So then we conceded right after. I made another big mistake. Alisson again. A lot of people are like deciding whose fault it was. I'm pretty sure like if Alisson doesn't jump out and do like a scissor kick on Kabak's face, then like nothing happens because yeah. And like worst case scenario, like Kabak like flings it to like a dangerous area and then Alisson can save it. But yeah, so it doesn't help having like these like big mistakes happening in big games and. However, like well we set up, if we make those mistakes, there's nothing the manager can do. Like, and yeah, it's the same story. Like we always have problems with like I thought our problems with goalkeepers are gone, like long gone, but like yeah, with Karius and Mignolet, but yeah, we have a little blip, and I'm not rating Alisson any less than before. He's a brilliant keeper. He's saved us so many times, and I think goalkeepers get like. When a striker misses a chance, like not the manager, people are like, "Oh, he'll go again. He'll take another shot. He'll score." When a goalkeeper makes a massive mistake like that, the eyes are on them, so it's a big mistake for them, and they get a lot of criticism for that. So I think it's just one of those things where like he had a bad game before against City, probably still in his mind, and then yeah, same thing again. And yeah, it was a big game because if we had won that game, we would have been in a decent position. Like we would have caught up with Leicester. Because we have Chelsea like close to us, West Ham. So yeah, poor game. Yeah.
And yeah, just to let you know, on a very cheeky stat that I saw on
This is the error
official,
one.
Yeah, errors leading to goals: Alisson 7, Kepa 3.
Okay, what I'll say about that is
Kepa better than Alisson?
Nah, stop it. You know those stats, yeah? Like errors leading to goals are when like a goalkeeper makes like a direct mistake, like throws it or like passes it. So like if Kepa, for example, like palms it into the net like 10 times in a season, which he usually does, right? None of them will count as errors. Yeah, exactly. So none of them will count as error leading to goals. And another thing is like Alisson, he makes a few. Like I remember like the mistake he made against Leicester like 2 years ago. Like since then he kind of ironed out most of his mistakes. And if he did make a mistake, like I remember. I think one time he palmed it to was it Lingard in like the United? It was a game like a couple seasons ago. Like we won like 3-1. Shaqiri scored, but like the goal they scored, Alisson palmed it out, and yeah, I think it was Lingard. I can't remember. I can't even remember why I'm even talking about that game now. But yeah, he makes mistake. He'll make a mistake like that, but it'll never cost us. That's why. Like yeah, so it's not that bad. Yeah. Not too worried.
And also, you had your Champions League game that has just gone past now. That's more into the main topic, which we'll discuss in a bit. But yeah, great win against Leipzig. I thought you guys, my opinion, you guys were amazing that game. Give me your thoughts. The first leg, man.
I think first half we were a bit slow. Curtis, I don't like singling out like young players because they're still learning and stuff, but I think Curtis Jones took a lot of time on the ball. So whenever we had like a good break or anything, it was slowed down a bit. He would take too many touches and things like that. And we didn't really play to our strengths. Like our strengths are like crossing in from the wing. Like there was a couple of times where Trent was open on the side and we didn't pass to him. But then, same thing. Like Klopp has a word at half time, and then we grew into the game. Yeah, it was like a proper like away. It wasn't That's the thing. It wasn't an away performance really because of the neutral venue, and like I do like empathize with like Leipzig because it's not an away venue, it's a neutral venue, so there's no real advantage for them. But yeah, it was a good performance in like the first leg of Champions League. One thing I would say though is the goals we scored, like it wasn't something like we created like clear cut chances. They were because of mistakes.
Yeah,
So I don't know, like it's good to get a win because we've been struggling to get wins, but if we're relying on mistakes and things like that, then I don't know if it's sustainable. But yeah, it was a good performance, and no, like, we kept a clean sheet, so we can go into the second leg pretty confident.
yeah. Just before we move on to the others, then. So, do you think now it's Do you think now is it possible for you guys to get top four now? Are you worried that you might not make the top four or?
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible this season. We know like all it takes is like 3, 4 games for us to bring it back, or it can be the opposite. We can have 3, 4
Hmm.
games and then Leeds are ahead of us, and I don't want that. So um, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, so anything
that's
can happen, and I feel
mm.
like we just have to take the momentum now and see where we can go with it.
Okay. Don't take the momentum, but yeah, we'll move on now. So we'll move on to Nandu next. I said to you last week. I just said good luck for playing City, and my wishes sadly didn't come true for you. You guys lost to Manchester City 3-0 on Saturday as well. So and
Thanks
you
a lot,
obviously
bro.
have your Europa League game coming up soon as well. So yeah, just give me your thoughts on Bottle Job FC right now.
Um, well, well,
What an intro!
it was a
Thanks, man.
terrible game. I can't lie. Yeah. Every single goal was just an individual mistake. The first goal, I don't think that should have been a penalty, but at the same time, it could be argued
Interesting.
for a
Okay.
penalty.
Yeah.
So, because I think Højbjerg got clipped first, and that
Mhm.
led to the follow through. So I don't know whether that was actually a penalty. And then overall, we didn't have that many shots on target. I don't think we even had one on target, apart from the Kane free kick that hit the bar.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that as
Yeah,
well. Oh, I have a question to ask you as well,
yeah.
Nandu. When are you gonna wake up Davinson Sanchez? I think he's still sleeping on the grass at the Etihad. You might want to wake
Bro,
him up
I
just in
couldn't
case,
stop
innit?
laughing at that goal every time I saw it. Like every time it came up on the highlights, it just made me crack up so much,
Yeah,
so badly. Yeah, but
yeah,
that was another goal that was just terrible. Just literally one kick from Edison and Gundogan
mhm.
through on goal.
Yeah, man. I could tell you're like just completely not done, but heartbroken from Tottenham. So,
Disappointed but not surprised.
fair enough. Yeah. So, do you still think top four is on for you guys, or is it more fifth and sixth now for you lot? Is that your target from where you are
Uh,
right now, or
Fifth and sixth. That's our only
okay,
hope.
fair enough. No, fair enough, man. And yeah, so cheers for that as well. Move on now to Kunal next. So you guys played second to bottom West Bromwich Albion, who have conceded about 44 goals, and you drew 1-1. Great result for us, obviously, for the rest of the teams. But yeah, give me your thoughts on the game, man.
Uh, really boring game, and I expected us to win. Like I said in the earlier podcast, in the last podcast, I expected us to win easily. I didn't expect them to give us a tough game,
Mm,
and they started well, but then I believe that it was a foul by their striker. I don't even know
ooh,
who
I
it
don't know.
was. So, I mean, if you have your arms wrapped around the defender, you're hugging him basically. That should be a foul.
I don't
But
think it was a
the
foul, personally. I just thought
yeah,
Lindelof
I
was too
mean,
weak,
you
but
can
I don't
argue
know.
it, but then
Yeah.
that is the reason why we have VAR, and VAR did a check and they said that it wasn't a goal. Didn't go in our favor, and I am saying it right now, VAR out, like I said before. But yeah, United then started taking control of the game. They had a few decent chances throughout the game, but United had the better chances. We did score. Fernandez with a beautiful goal again. He keeps up.
Yeah, it was a good
He
goal.
keeps
Very good goal.
yeah, he keeps getting us the goods, and just a really disappointing game. We should have won that game, and we didn't. So let's see where it takes us.
You're afraid now of teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, for example, just creeping behind your backs, Everton as well.
I don't think that any other team apart from Leicester are performing consistently who are behind us at the moment. So I'm not really worried about the other teams, but the only team that has potential to probably go ahead of us in the league, because we are level on points with Leicester at the moment. We are just ahead on goal difference. So that's the only team that I'm worried about. But I think that we'll still be able to hold on to second.
Fair enough. So you're not afraid of Chelsea then?
Not at all. I mean, I
enough.
know that Tuchel's come in, and Tuchel's a far better manager than Lampard. No, I'm not taking a dig on Lampard, but Tuchel's a far better manager. But then, just because how Chelsea's season's gone, and just because they've had a lot of bad results, and the amount they've spent on their squad, I don't think that they'll be able to keep up under the new manager. This is just what happened under Oli, or when any new manager comes in. Most top teams go on a run, but then after a few games, they take a dive down the table.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with that. To be fair, but yeah, any other thoughts on United at the moment, or?
I mean, we have to take it one game at a time, and I really liked Ole's interview after the game. He said that we're not giving it up. Although City are like 10 points ahead of us at the moment, ahead of second, and they're creating a gap. But that is the mentality that I would like to see in a United manager, not like Louis van Gaal, who probably falls on the sideline just to show the referees that it's a foul, or probably like Mourinho, who's cribbing about not buying players when we're halfway through a season and the transfer window is not open. So,
I think Van Gaal was doing his Davinson Sanchez impression when he fell down in it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So I really like. I mean, Ole is a United man through and through, and he might not be the man to win us the Premier League, but I think that he's taking us in the right direction. He's bringing the right attitude in the dressing room, which is really nice.
Fair enough. Perfectly summed up there at the end as well. Right, next game was a lovely late Valentine's game between Shivam and Arsenal and Leeds. Sorry, not Shivam and Darius. What am I saying? Yeah. Anyway, we'll start with Darius first. So you guys played against Leeds United. You won 4-2. Yeah, just give me your thoughts on the game, man.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm surprised Shivam's even showing his face today. If I took a 4-2 loss against Arsenal, no chance I'd be here. But yeah, no, I think last week I said that we're way overdue a win. We actually played well. I'm really glad Aubameyang came in, getting that nice hat-trick after not having the best of seasons. We're doing wonders, and it's showing that we've missed him so much when he hasn't been scoring for us.
Yeah, sorry, just to interrupt you there. What's happened with Aubameyang? Is it like because I know he had some personal issues, right? Or
yeah, I think it was his mum was ill, but even before that, he wasn't that great.
Yeah,
I think he just had a blip in form. I don't know why everyone's on his back though. He's been so good for over 2 seasons now, scored so many goals, and then even Arsenal fans turn on him as soon as he hits a bit bad form. But glad to see he's back firing all cylinders. Hopefully he can push on now. It was nice just to see some creativity. I think we had Saka, Odegaard had a nice debut, full debut.
Yeah.
Emil Smith-Rowe and Ceballos all on, so it was quite nice to have that. It was kind of like the old Wenger days where we just overload with creativity, and obviously you're going to create chances, because we've really struggled with in terms of that for a while now under Arteta and under Emery. But yeah, good win. Should have been 4-0, if not more, to be honest. Like, I'm not moaning, but on another day they could have come back, got a third, and it would have been squeaky bum time. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm happy we got the win. Obviously this week, well, tonight, we've got Benfica. I think it's a case of, it's a big week for us because we've got this game. If we don't turn up obviously we'll speak about it more in a bit, but if we don't turn up tonight and we lose, which we got Man City in the weekend, so probably lose that one, that's our season effectively done. So I think it's Europa League or bust, to be honest. So it's a huge one tonight, and we'll have to just take the momentum from Sunday and hopefully push on. I'm not sure what team he's going to go with, but I hope he doesn't rest players tonight for Sunday, because I think us going far in the Europa League is much more feasible than us getting top 4 this season. I just don't think it's going to happen, but I'm sure we'll get to it. I'll let Shivam say about Arsenal's excellence.
Go for it, Shiv, man. It's all yours, man. Go for it.
I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. Yeah, Aubameyang got a hat-trick. Arsenal played well. I've got to give it to him. I think for them, especially for the manager, they really got to see like who the players are that they can focus on more. The players that can obviously deliver. So obviously you saw like the likes of Saka, even like Gabriel in defence. Aubameyang obviously coming back after quite a while, giving Lacazette that test, that obviously that bit of rivalry between strikers. But yeah, I can't really say much, to be honest. We got battered, but like Darius said, it could have been we could have come back 4-4. You know, obviously it wasn't going to happen because it was too late on. But the fact that we still scored 2 goals, I mean, they should have had a 4-0. Second half, I don't know. That I thought Bielsa, knowing Bielsa, it's going to give the boys a talk, and then second half usually Leeds score within like the first 2-3 minutes coming on the pitch, but instead the opposite happened, and Aubameyang just, I don't know, that cross into the box, Aubameyang just tapped it in, and by then the game's over. It's a good game for them, not for us. So they've obviously took our position off us, took it to 10th, so they're sitting at the bottom of the top half of the table.
Jeez, the 10th place trophy, man.
Yeah,
wow.
whilst we're top of the bottom half, but we've got 2 games now next week. We've got Wolves and Southampton. Prior to, I obviously wasn't here last week, so I couldn't comment on last week's game, but we played Palace as well. Good 2-0 win. I was really surprised about that game. I think it was too easy for us. I mean, like Crystal Palace were just asleep like most of the game. It's like the players. I watched the interview on the channel afterwards, and the players just were saying that they played too easy for us. Like we could have scored more, but we thought 2's enough. Like just leave it at that. Like we've done the job, we might as well just take it easy. And then obviously you saw the Rafinha on Cahill, which was probably like
he's not my player anymore.
Yeah,
he's a Chelsea legend, but he's not a Chelsea player at the moment. So we'll take that. We'll take that.
The most seen thing this week is probably that. Like that was crazy. Other than City's like crazy performance, like after that it's got to be that Rafinha bit of Brazilian finesse. But no, it was nice to see that. But then obviously when you get battered by Arsenal, it's not great, especially when they're not in the best form. But it is what it is. Just got to look on. We've got a double game week, Wolves and Southampton. I don't know. So it's hard. You can't really predict it. I think Southampton have been in a bit of a bad patch. So obviously Ings and Adams haven't been scoring as much. They lost to Wolves as well, who we also play. Last time Wolves smashed us. Southampton we haven't played yet at all. So. It's a hard one to judge, really. I'm hoping we get 6 points, as any fan would, but we'll just have to see what happens. I think Southampton game will be a lot easier than the Wolves game by far.
Yeah, fair enough. Just one other quick question then, Shivam. So, you see your record against the top 6 sides. Are you desperate for a win against a top 6 side? Like, do you think that's the next step for you guys, is to get that win? Against United, Chelsea, Liverpool, whoever, Arsenal, Spurs,
I mean, it's nice to have a top 6 win. Like obviously we beat Leicester, and then you see Leicester beat Liverpool, which is weird. So it's a weird league, funny league. You beat Leicester but then lose to Arsenal, or you get battered by Man United 6-2. You know what I mean? It's like you can't expect it. But I think the priority is to look at the bottom half of the table, who's below us, So losing to any teams below us is the real test. We don't want to lose to teams that are below us, especially who are not doing that well. So like obviously the Palace, Wolves, whoever, Southampton, whoever's below us is probably more important. Because Big Six, we're not. It's our first season in. We're not expected to beat them. I think that's just more for fans, like a bit of fun and maybe a player morale boost. But other than that, it's like this season our aim is not to beat top 6 clubs, and we've still done it. So yeah, I don't think that's priority, no.
Yeah, fair enough, man. You're mute, Abhinav. Can't hear you, mate.
Oh, oops, my bad. I'm not going to ask you now. You can talk about your games.
Oh man,
he was muted and didn't realize.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take it away, please. Stop. It's getting worse.
I'll take it away
Bottle
then.
job.
Bottle job. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we had our game against Newcastle, which was on the Monday. We beat them comfortably 2-0. Yeah, Tuchel, I can't speak. Tuchel's just doing his thing at the moment, man. It's just he's going about his business quietly. We're now head of Liverpool at the moment, which is big for us as well for our charge for top 4 / second place, because realistically City are just there, aren't they? But yeah, great win for us. Just got to keep at it and stuff. But yeah, another good selection of performances really. Tam Abraham got injured. Giroud came on, did his bit, scored a goal. Jorginho Kovacic, superb in the midfield, absolutely shut down any Newcastle attacks. Back 5, back 3 did what was asked. Kepa as well got a start, which I was quite surprised about. I was a bit worried before the game. I was like, why the hell is this guy starting? But I think the reason for that, I guess, is because when we initially signed him, I think the board must have said, Tuchel, you have to play Kepa in a few games. I think just so that we can get some money for him, really. That's it. Just so we can build some value on Kepa. But yeah, he had a good game, to be fair. Clean sheet, can't complain more about that. And yeah, it's weird because like prior to this game and the months of November, December, we went on this run, same as now. But we all, like most Chelsea fans, got a bit too gassed. I got gassed as well. I'm saying I'm not, but not as much as them. But it's the real test begins this weekend against Southampton. Then we play Atletico Madrid. Then I believe it's Manchester United next, and I think we play Leeds and Everton around. I can't remember which way around, but we definitely play them 2 after as well. So those games are bigger tests for us. So it'll really show if we've really progressed under Thomas Tuchel or not. Just because we need to start doing well against big sides, really. That's it. Like we drew 3-3 to Southampton, bottled it, lost a 3-1 lead, ended up drawing 3-3. Southampton are in crap form at the moment. Got to beat them. Atletico Madrid will be a test for us as well. But yeah, I can't complain much about Tuchel at the moment. He's getting everything right. He's trying things differently, which Frank Lampard didn't as well. Like you see Hudson-Odoi, he's in the team now. He's marking at right wing back. Like who would have thought that? And players like Ziyech not really flourishing at the moment. Pulisic as well. Giroud's smashing it as well. Mason Mount as well. Again, key to everything. Marcus Alonso's rejuvenated as well. He's doing bits as well. So yeah, the real test starts this weekend. Then say come the next 3 or 4 games, then I can really judge Tuchel and see if we've made any progress. But yeah, yeah, that's about it with Chelsea, really. That's it. So,
I mean, have you noticed anything like about his style of play or like what he's doing with the team? Is there anything different?
yeah, do you know what? Like he's changed the formation a lot, even on the pitch. Like we always start with a 3-5-2. Then you see in the formation as well, we're so feasible in the sense we can switch to back 4. So we're quite adaptable in that sense because we've got players who can drop deep, go forward. We can put Alonso at left back, play the 2 centre backs and Azpilicueta at right back. But I feel that this formation don't work without Azpilicueta. He's so important to how we play in this formation. Because without him, it wouldn't work. Like you saw, I think it was, I can't remember what the game was against, but yeah, I think it was Barnsley actually. Yeah, we had Christensen at right centre back. He was just awful because he's not comfortable playing in the right back position. And also we had Emerson playing left centre back in that game. So it's like, what the hell? Like Emerson's not even good anyway. So in that sense, yeah, Tuchel does change it a lot. And then we've got the strength and power on the bench because our squad is good on paper and stuff, and we got lots of positions that we could fill. So, but yeah, obviously we're still kind of lacking in the sense as well. So, yeah, he's doing amazing in my opinion at the moment. But yeah, we just got to wait and see, really.